our topic is Dryonosauridae, record of the Upper Triassic of the Lusitania Basin in Portugal. So the first being the regional geological context. Geological context. In the Upper Jurassic, it was here where the Portuguese was. This is Laurasia, this is Gondwana, so it was between. There was a basin here. It wasn't a very deep sea, it was more marine. And right here in the Portuguese, they had a perfect climate. The weather was quite nice. It was between.
They still got perfect climate.
Yes, perfect.
Perfect to find like this person this summer.
Sorry.
Thank you. Okay, no, it was perfect because of today. Because the weather, the temperature was somewhere between 28 to 30 degrees, so just like today. And the rain, which was raining then, it was in a year it was 1,100 millimeters per 1 year, so it's close to our climate in a whole year. Yes. Okay.
Okay, this is my part.
No. So,
Yeah.
okay, sorry.
Okay. This is it's not the most comprehensive list of vertebrates that we know from the Lusitania Basin. There is lacking some new specimens. As Vicky was pointing, Portugal was 37 degrees north of its actual position, almost nearby the Canada today, the Newfoundland. And one of the good things of Portugal is it seems that we have a special place not only for fossilization, but also indicative from the connections inland between Indo-Upper Jurassic, because until recently, like 10 years ago, everyone says, okay, this is all separated. We have similarities with North American fauna, but most of it's endemic fauna. But actually, we have found in the last years a lot of genera and species that are present in North America. And for the first time, we'll publish in the near future, we have the first evidence from a North African dinosaur in Europe. Okay, so
Get me? Yeah. So, Dryosauridae, what it is? This is a monolithic clay. The name of it's from the word tree and lizard. So, family of lizard tree. Yes, they all were eating herbs or grass or leaves or so on, not meat. And they are 7 genera, here it's written what they are. And in the past, Dryosauridae was in a bad way connected to Iguanoidionta, and till 1984 they think that they are really similarly common. They treat it like one species, but then suddenly they think, oh no, it cannot be because of the skull. We see that they both do not have the teeth in the front of in the jaws, here and here, but this here up the jaw. Yes, there's empty space, and there is written that there's maybe a vertical ridge. So on a photo, on a picture, we can see that there is really something here which is up, and there is also a different connection between two parts of bones in the skull. This is premaxilia and lacrimal. This is this bone and this bone and this bone and this bone. We see that this is really straight, and here it's something more like maybe letter S. So there is a different connection of these two bones in the school. And since that time, since 1984, they decided that they are not so similar as they think before.
Okay, distribution of driosaurids. Driosaurids are the most old ornithopods group that we can find on both land masses in Laurasia and Gondwana. As you can see, they are here. They are a very primitive group of ornithopods, and you can see this cladogram, Driosaurida, is here, and most of some forms that we see around here now it's outside the cladogram, because most authors think they are paraphyletic, and they are not monophyletic. So this is the basic principle to consider a lineage. So this is one of the specimens. It's a holotype of Eosdriosaurus planoalucis. It's a very small dinosaur, like 1.6 meters long. About the preservation, it's true, basins are the best place to find good fossils. But in particular, in this case, all the specimens we have, they all appear in the same kind of sediment, followed with plant debris, very low level of the positional ratio, very thin. So it's a very unperturbated context, you know. And as you can see, this was before the preparation is like this. And this is not frequent to find. And this is a post-mortem position. At this point, there is some things that we can consider as synapomorphies that group all the other Driosaurids. And Eosdriosaurus and the other specimens that I'm going to show you, they show you perfectly that they are Driosaurids because they have the fourth trochanter positioned on the first half of the femur, and they have the muscle, the calofemoralis longus, positioned separated from this fourth trochanter in the medial part. This is very important because all the Driosaurids from North America and from Africa, they present all these conditions. So this is the condition that So there is some of the main characteristics from this dinosaur. The center is longer than height, while in Driosaurus and Dieselotosaurus, one from North America and the one from Africa, they are equal. They have, as you can see, slightly different. This one is very important and don't take too long. The femora are very similar from the other Driosaurids. It's not a big evolutionary novelty. However, the most important thing in this animal is the piece, because it is the only dinosaur or ornithopod that present this condition. Because during the past 20 years, everyone was trying to figure out what is the initial form, the formula that was presented, the ancestor of most of these ornithopods. And what we found out is that probably this is the primitive condition, okay, from this animal. So you can put numerous information to the phylogeny of these animals. This is very small. This is simply outside from the from this position because it's so thin that the skull you cannot see it, you know. Okay, this is two other femurs, and with these ones we have problems because they share that characteristics, primitive characteristics. However, they differ at some point. So we don't know yet if this could represent other species, or at least we have a lot of variability, interspecific variability. And this was the last specimen to be found. And we have problems with the phylogeny from when we start working with the matrix from Eosdriosaurus, because as I will explain you later. But this one was found last year and is very complete. Yeah, this is a very complete dinosaur. Sorry if you think we found everything complete. No, we have part of the shoulder girdle. It's very rare to find it, and articulated with ribs. This we have a femurs, and it is occurred to all the specimens. They are always with organic material in it. So we don't know what kind of material, organic material is this. And here we have parts also, the dorsal ribs. So we can, since we have other specimens with dorsal vertebrae, we can describe all the material and try to see if there is a congruent morphology that could finally assign to all this material to Eosdriosaurus. So the result is this is something that we could not have in a. This is a polytomy. So we cannot have 3 branches. We have to have 2. So with the other new discovery, we think we can make this is a soft polytomy, so we can input more data into this to the matrix, and then we can have a perfect idea if in fact Eosdriosaurus is more closely related with Driosaurus than, for example, Dissoltosaurus, because morphologically, in some aspects, Dissoltosaurus it seems to be much more similar to Eosdriosaurus than Driosaurus, but yeah, these jump out from the computer like this. And okay.
Okay, so right now a little bit about the biology.
2 minutes.
Okay, despite of many things that I made on the dinosaurs, like the histology, like a lot of things, we still do not know very well the biology of these dinosaurs. But we know that they eat, they are herbivora. They should be also, it's funny because they should be also a first vegan. Like they are eating vegan, yes, I think that's what was falling down, yeah, like leaves or something like that. They were growers, yeah, so they were going and looking for food, which was already down the earth. Also, we can find in some species that during their life they changes their eating, because they started from omnivora, and when they grow up they started to be just a yes, there is also this possibility of something like that. And that what we know also from the histology, that these dinosaurs were adult at nearly 10 years old. Then they decided to be the adult form. So right now there is not a lot of information about the biology, but there are still a lot of things to do. Yeah.
Conclusions.
Conclusions.
Yeah, I say everything in conclusions, I think.
Okay. We can go for the.
Otherwise, it's 2 minutes.
Okay.